skeleton fossil. Bust down. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him, I'm down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play with the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long on 1st and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And incomplete to open things up. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
On 1st down, the offense or the defense. Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And again, it's Prescott. And that's complete. It's the Carr to Cooper connection. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again, Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll throw again. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Prescott yet again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make this big.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Now Allen. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Now let's go. Green 30.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
A good pickup there, a 22. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to.
And a big loss here. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that finally runs him down, and that is a big, big loss. 18 yards. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are in for 6. And that was just an old-fashioned scramble play, 4th and goal, and he willed his team into the end zone.
And I just don't know how, on the other side of the ball, you keep your composure. You account for everything. You defend everything. And this guy finds a way to make a play on you. Can you tell? That just agitates me a little bit as a former defender.
I know your hands are shaking. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here on this right back. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Well, partner, as the Cowboys come back out here, I want to ask you to assess the season. The first couple months of the year for Dallas starting to look like they'd be sitting at home in January. Then the Amari Cooper trade comes. They breeze through November unbeaten, part of a 5-game winning streak. But then, a real head-scratcher, Week 15, they get shut out in Indianapolis.
You just wonder if all the wins that got them there, those 5, which were all tough, physical, hard-hitting battles, if it took a little bit out of them before they went on the road and lost Indianapolis in Week 15. But if they get to the playoffs, which it looks like they're going to, are they a threat to New Orleans? Are they a threat to Los Angeles? Are they a threat to Chicago? To me, they are only if it's a low-scoring, physical affair. That's when Dallas plays at its best, and that's what they'll have to do to reduce some of those high-flying teams like New Orleans and Los Angeles.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madden land.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madden land as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. I love it. Gotta get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watching now, Barney!
Here's Allen. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On the ground with a tight end. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. They'll go option to the short side on 3rd down. That's Edwards. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 65 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after try forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Pretty move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Baltimore's offense coming back onto the field. And for the Ravens, Charles, it's really no question that the season sort of changed when Lamar Jackson was put in at quarterback. Overtime at Kansas City, and he really gave him life, didn't he?
He certainly did, and give credit to the Baltimore Ravens staff led by head coach John Harbaugh to not only make the change, but institute the type of offense that would give him a chance to be successful. Heavy run-based, him being a full part of the run game, and it has confounded defenses around the league so far. Is this a
now they'll run the option to the short side left. The quick feet by Jackson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 77 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure it out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Drops it underneath, Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The drive will start with an option going left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll run with Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
On 3rd down, that's Allen. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play. To result in 23 yards. Now a carry for Allen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. On third, here's an option play right. On third down, it's Edwards. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they do a double team and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete.
That continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go, 46. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brandon Carr.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a short gain here down to the 22. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll run for it. This is Allen going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to float this over the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. Prescott on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
But that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively, things are starting to pile up against them. And they've got to find a way to stop that.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 46 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. David Irving with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now come the Cowboys. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And now running right through it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my